Yo, 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 what's going on with everybody up out there? Welcome to the Fast Point of View podcast with your host, Trek and Chubby, aka Clarence Hampton III. This ain't your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the fans' point of view and what we know. So let's go. So let's start off by giving Nick Saban his flowers. Thank you, Nick Saban, for what you have done for college football, with giving us the entertainment and giving us so many great years at Alabama. Thank you, Nick Saban, for being the person that you are and bringing so many young men together from different backgrounds, different cultures, and different religions, and standing by that in one of the states that has a history of otherwise. Thank you, Nick Saban, for stepping up and being that guy that we needed for both cultures, for all of our cultures, bringing everyone together. Thank you, Nick Saban, for that. Thank you. All right. Now, so many the coaching carousel. Before we get going, right quick, want y'all to take a minute out real quick to hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you're here on Saturday. I go live every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to dive into a lot of topics. Some of the topics we're going to talk about Saturday, so I can give some of you guys a heads up. We're definitely going to talk about Mike Vrabel, the coaching carousel. This coaching carousel in football right now is amazing. And I want to bring up a coach who is not popular, and I want to talk about him for a minute, because everybody talks about the popular choices. You got Bill Belichick, where he'll go, will he retire? We got Mike Vrabel, you know what I mean? Even some Mike Tomlin. If things don't work out, in Pittsburgh, I don't know if we're ready for a change, but Mike Tomlin may be available. You know what I'm saying? There's so many coaches out there right now that is available, and guys that have coaching experience that's available for some of these Power 5 jobs, some of these Group of 5 jobs, some of these NFL jobs. So we're definitely going to talk a lot about the coaching carousel coming up Saturday. Okay. Now I want to talk about a little bit right now, and I will bring up Saturday also, is DJ Lundy leaving Colorado University. I've always told the Bus Nation that linebackers to me was not a it wasn't necessary. It's not a necessity you know what I mean? I don't think that y'all really needed linebackers. However, I have seen some film, and people do have off games. The greatest linebackers, no, they don't have off games. Not at the pro level, but at the college level, yes, everybody, the best struggles every day. We've seen it. We've seen the best have problems. I don't want to get into naming these young men's names, but we've seen the best have bad days. It happens at the college level. They are still trying to figure out themselves, their style of play, and executing that style of play. Therefore, you're going to sometimes find inconsistencies. That's why Coach Sanders of the Colorado Buffaloes preaches consistency every single week in, week out. I don't know how many times a week or a day he might say consistency to his football team, because that is important at the college level. If you get consistency, you will be a national championship team, because the most consistent teams win in college football. You have to be consistent with not getting penalties. You have to be consistent with running the ball well. You have to be consistent with passing the ball. Consistency in college football is everything. And you could argue that for the pro level also. But you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You get where I'm coming from with this. It means more at the college level than it does at the pro level. However, DJ Lundy leaving, and it may be just because he doesn't fit the new scheme. When Charles Kelly left, and he was like, oh, my coach is gone. Charles Kelly's defense relied heavily on gap control for the defensive line. I've told you guys this so many times. The defensive line was out of gaps so many times. Later in the year, when we seen the defense start playing their best at Colorado University, the gap control was there. However, there was someone who could not shed a solo block. I'm not blaming one person. This is a team sport. They could not shed the solo block on the defensive line. And that hurts when you know you're getting double team, like double and triple team, like Bishop Thomas taking up two bodies. Who else? Somebody has to be going free out of the down four. Somebody has to be getting back there making a play. If they're double teaming Bishop Thomas, if they're double teaming Jordan Dominique, somebody has to be getting in the backfield. That was not happening. So it creates a problem on the linebackers. Now a linebacker has to come in and fill that gap. When a linebacker comes in and fills that gap and the play does not go to that gap, now it depends on the DBs to step up and become a linebacker. And now you're in trouble. Who else is there behind the safety if the linebacker gets sucked in the gap? Like, I mean, it's not that hard to really see that. But I think that Levante Bentley, I think him and Demoy Kennedy got a bad rep. I believe in Demoy Kennedy and Levante Bentley. I really do. I think that they can get the job done. You added some nice outside linebacker, defensive end edges, hybrids, and Wade and Okinola from Pittsburgh. They're great outside. They're good. They are great. I'm telling you. And now, still Trevor Woods was a linebacker, but they might be running a Tampa too. That may be a little hint that Lovie Smith may be the coordinator out there. He runs a Tampa too, right? I've heard that, and that makes the most sense. That makes the most sense to have somebody like Trevor Woods, a linebacker who can cover, play like a strong safety. You still got Shiloh. He hits like a dog. You know, I mean, Shiloh, he tackles. He's a tackling machine. You know, regardless what you want to say about Shiloh, yeah. But like I said, the best have off days. You're not every day you're gonna have your best game. That's just a fact. All right. Now, Brandon, I want to bring up Brandon Staley before I get up out of here. Brandon Staley, for those who don't know, was the Chargers head coach for the Los Angeles Chargers in the NFL. Things didn't work out at the NFL level for Brandon Staley. However, he is a defensive-minded coach. Their offense just cannot get rolling. I don't think that they had enough. They had firepower. I like the wide receivers. Keenan Allen always is in the top 10. Maybe 13 years into the league, still in the top 10 receiving. That's amazing. I don't care what anybody says. When you're in the NFL that long as Keenan Allen and you're still one of the best or top 10 receivers in the league, that's amazing. However, the offense just cannot get rolling because, the coordinator over there. However, the head coach takes the brunt of that, and now that Brandon Staley has to go. Brandon Staley would be a great fit for any college program in the NCAA. I don't know if the NCAA is ideal for a lot of these coaches because of the rules and the lack thereof rules in the NCAA. But Brandon Staley, I do think that he'll do a better job with young men wanting to become pros versus pro grown men. It is different when you're dealing with grown men who are professionals and when you're dealing with young men who want to become professionals. Okay, now I do think that he lost the locker room, but I think that he can hold a locker room at a collegiate level. Therefore, do not count Brandon Staley out popping up somewhere on the college scene. This offseason has already given us so much entertainment. I can't wait for it to give us more entertainment. Now, all I want you guys to do now is just get down in the comments and tell me what you think about what we discussed here today, what we're going to talk about Saturday. Make sure that you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Share with all your friends and your family. Somebody gonna like it. Appreciate y'all and y'all time. I'm about here. Peace.